Chuck E. Cheese has been hit hard by the pandemic and has
I
filed
thought they
for
went
Chapter
bankrupt.
11. They filed for Chapter 11 in June, but that won't stop them from launching an entertainment division that will focus on merchandising, toys, and hopefully scripted content. They said, quote, would love to have Chuck E. Cheese in animation and possibly one day a movie feature as well. Kyle.
Do you guys want to get into scripted content? Because I feel like everyone's just doing it right now. Let's just write whatever, and then we'll get Chuck E. Cheese as our sponsor, and we'll have the mouse stand outside on the sidewalk with one of those spinning wheels of cheese.
A slice of pizza.
Yeah, pointing to our opening in a COVID theater bubble style.
Does Chuck E. Cheese have a streaming service yet? Can we get them to start brainstorming one? Your one-stop shop for Chuck E. Cheese content.
What's the name of their streaming service?
Chuck Extra Cheese, Extra Cheesy Chuck. I don't know.
Cheese-o-vision.
Yeah, but I feel like this is it's a bit late. Wasn't like Chuck E. Cheese like in the heyday, like, you know, the 90s when we were growing up, like that would have been the time to do this.
Yeah.
Not when you're filing for Chapter 11.
Even then, I don't know if it was popular enough to do a TV show on it, was it?
You could have done like a Saturday morning cartoon, I feel like, but
the only thing that I think that they could, the streaming service, get that out of the way. The merchandising I could see as a real possibility in being like one of those things where it's like the kids wear like a Chuck E. Cheese shirt as like this nostalgic thing, whereas like the kids wearing Metallica, Nirvana shirts, and you're like, do you know who Metallica is? And they're like, no, I just like the shirt. And then you're like, all right.
Stress nacities and all that?
Yeah.
I always found it interesting that the rat, this mouse, is a mascot for a restaurant. Like, you would think you would want to separate, you know, mice and pizza, and also a playground. Like, yeah, what do you think of a playground? Well, I want mice crawling around and then they jump onto my pizza. Like, you want to separate those two, I think.
Separate the mice and the food.
Yeah.
I just always remember whenever anybody talked about Chuck E. Cheese, it was usually parents and they hated Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
I always remember wanting to go to Chuck E. Cheese,
definitely.
and then we never went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it was a special treat. You got your
also
terrible pizza. You got like, you had to play, you know, $20 worth of games to get like 7, you know, tickets to buy a Slinky. Like,
I'm gonna admit this on the podcast right here. You heard it here first. I guess it's not really too big of a mess up, but for a long time, until I was probably, I don't even know how old, I thought it was Chuck E. Cheese, not Chuck E. Cheese.
CHU,
like
Chuck with an IE.
Yeah, or like EY or whatever. So Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I believe the E stands for entertainment. I believe the Chuck E. Cheese is Chuck Entertainment Cheese.
Or is it just going to be a streaming service of people watching people skee ball?
Yeah.
There you go. You follow around.
Well, what's the difference between that and Twitch? I mean, you're watching people play video games and like
you
watch people play skee ball.
Somebody at Chuck E. Cheese and see how many tickets they get. There you go.
It would be like Ninja Warrior, but for arcade games.
But for rigged arcade games, yeah.
All right, so that was Chuck E. Cheese. We have one more to talk about in the world of KFC. They also have some things changing due to the pandemic.
Hopefully their recipe.
Well, wait, it's a secret family recipe here. But the first time in 64 years, they are removing its iconic "It's finger licking good" slogan in response to COVID. The company thought the slogan felt a bit off during the health crisis. The slogan will be back when the time is right. No more finger licking good.
Yeah.
Don't lick those fingers.
Yeah. So this won't. So 13-year-old boys won't get to laugh anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It wasn't that always a questionable slogan.
Yeah.
Finger licking good.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a strip joint slogan.
What I don't understand is there's a KFC near us, Kyle, that actually has on their sign, it says KFC, but underneath it says Kentucky Grilled Chicken. I don't know if it was
they serve
it was
it
a
as well.
Promotion or something like, but it's like
no,
they haven't
serve it
changed
as well because it's healthier.
Oh, but yeah, KFC, it's finger licking good. I guess where they just it's good. Like, what do they got now? It's just they have to take off the finger licking. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and now they have that weird like spokesman voice. Weird. It's like Southern, but it's not Southern. It's kind of a strange.
Well, they were doing it for a while, where like every other month it was like a different like celebrity.
It was like Norm Macdonald,
Jason Alexander,
Jim Gaffigan. I think
like every week it was just like, oh, who's this one this week? It was what are you doing over there? I don't know.
They're trying to find themselves.
Yeah, they're looking at it. I think all these fast food chains just come together, make one of the giant like. It's always great. I always love the KFC, Taco Hut, or Taco Bell, Pizza Hut combo. Just put them all together. That's all you know. A food court. Just go in. Okay, I want breadsticks from Pizza Hut. A taco from Taco Bell and a biscuit from KFC. Call it a night. All right.
Yeah. Do you know they got rid of their potato wedges?
Those were finger licking good.
I like the potato wedges, and they got rid of them. Now they just have fries. I think
they have regular fries, which is
I
weird.
think they had it in one of their ads. We better get some KFC food delivered to us. This is advertising.
I'll tweet at them, and I'm gonna put this clip up on Twitter.
Advertising.
I don't know. We did talk a little bit about not being finger licking good earlier.
Yeah, you might want to cut out the whole stripper restaurant.
They don't need to know that.
Okay. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get from them.